Hi, everyone. Today we're discussing a technique from the article, Improving the Durational Morphological Skills of a Ninth Grader with Language and Reading Disabilities, a public school case study.
The technique that we will be demonstrating is called Morphological Intervention Program.
For video purposes, we will each have a role in how to demonstrate this intervention. Taylor and Brianna will be two students who have difficulties with spelling, reading, and vocabulary knowledge. I will be the teacher conducting this intervention.
The article explains that Morphological Intervention Program provides support of what base words are, the definition of suffixes, and how suffixes are a huge component to changing meaning.
The article describes base words can stand alone and are able to have meaning all by themselves.
The article continues to demonstrate that suffixes make a change to the meaning of a base word. For example, adding the suffix er to a base word like read to create reader.
The Morphological Intervention Program was conducted over the course of 10 weeks, and the client had one session per week for 30 minutes, as described in the article.
Our first activity is a syntactic task. The students will have 4 base words and have to add suffixes to change the meaning of the word to appropriately fit the sentences. Okay, Taylor. Our base word is swim. Bob is a good
Would it be swimming?
That's a good use of a suffix, but we want to use the suffix er because we're talking about what Bob is. Bob is a good swimmer. Okay, Brianna, our base word is teach. Emma is a teacher? Right. The suffix er tells us what Emma is. Okay, Taylor, our base word is shop. At the mall, I go.
Would it be shopping
Right.
for this one?
Shopping. At the mall, I go shopping. Okay, Brianna, our base word is thank. At Thanksgiving, we are.
Is it thankful?
Nice. At Thanksgiving, we are thankful. The next activity is word sort. All the words are scrambled up, and the students will group the words based on the suffixes and meaning. Our next activity is a word sort. We have all of these words, and we're going to group them together based on their suffixes. Creative, helper, thankful, helpful, reader, assertive, useful, festive, and swimmer. Taylor, do you want to pick the first word?
Yeah, I'll do helper.
Okay, helper.
Swimmer.
Swimmer.
And
that fits in the group.
And reader.
Reader. What do all these words have in common?
They all end with er.
Er. All right, our next group, Brianna, do you want to pick a word?
I'll take creative.
Creative. What else fits?
Assertive.
That does fit. And one more word.
Festive.
Festive. What do these words have in common?
They end in IVE.
Right. All right, our last group.
Thankful.
Thankful. What else fits?
Helpful.
And one more.
And useful.
Right. What do they have in common?
They all end in full.
All right, nice job.
This next activity is called base word ending matchup. So we're going to read the base words in this column, and we're going to draw a line from the base words in the left-hand column to an appropriate ending in the right-hand column.
Okay, students, we're going to match the base word with an appropriate ending word. Let's start with read.
Reader.
Reader. That works. Brianna.
Painter.
So remember the suffix applies to what someone can be. Someone can't be a painer. Let's try again.
Painful.
Right. Someone can be full of pain. Painful. Taylor?
Thankful.
Right. Full of thanks.
Preacher.
Preacher. Someone can be a preacher. Taylor?
Secretive.
Right. Secretive.
Impressive.
Impressive. All right, great job, guys. The next activity is word detective. So I will read the word and the students will underline the base word and circle the suffix. Okay, students, so we have a few words here. I will read the word and you guys will underline the base word and circle the suffix. Okay, Taylor, for reader, can you underline the base word and circle the suffix? You're right. Read is our base word and is our suffix. Okay, Brianna, do you want to do swimming? Great. Swim is our base word and ing is our suffix. All right, Taylor, secretive? All right, secret is our base word and if is our suffix. Brianna, do you want to do thankful? Great. Think is our base word and full is our suffix. Okay, Taylor, do you want to do preacher? Okay, I see that you put as our base word and preach as our suffix. So preach can stand alone. So that is our base word. Can't stand alone. And it changes our word. So that is the suffix. Okay, Brianna, do you want to do our last word, jumped? All right, awesome. Jump is our base word and ed is our suffix.
The last activity is a paragraph level reading comprehension. The teacher will read a 3-sentence paragraph and the students will circle the words that have suffixes like we've talked earlier in the video, and the teacher will ask us reading comprehension questions.
Okay, let's read our story. There was a boy sleeping the night before Christmas. Santa secretly came down the chimney and left the boy presents. The boy was thankful. It was a festive holiday. Okay, Taylor, do you want to find one of our words that has suffixes that we talked about? You're right, sleeping. It has the suffix ing. Okay, Brianna, your turn. Secretly, it has the suffix ly. Okay, Taylor, your turn. Thankful, you're right. It has the suffix ful. All right, Brianna, last one. Festive, it has the suffix ive. Nice job, guys. All right, I'm going to ask you a few questions about our story. So why was the boy thankful? Taylor?
Because he received gifts.
You're right. He was thankful because he got gifts. And how did Santa come down the chimney, Brianna?
Secretly.
Nice. Santa secretly came down the chimney. All right. One more question, Brianna. What kind of holiday was it?
A good one.
Well, let's reread a sentence. It was a festive holiday. What kind of holiday was it?
Festive.
Right. Nice job.
Thank you for tuning in and watching our video. As you can tell through this demonstration, morphological intervention is an evidence-based way to help students build strong language and reading skills. By teaching word parts and practicing through words, sentences, and reading, students learn strategies that they can use across all subjects. Again, thank you for watching our demonstration of a morphological intervention program.